everyone, and welcome back to the Crypto Moses channel. Today's video is so exciting because yesterday we hit all-time highs on Bitcoin, and a lot of the altcoins are starting to add new liquidity, and it looks like the market is heating up spectacularly. I found this really small, crappy article, but we're going to use that article and go into the TA today. If you like these videos, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what's going on, because you do not want to miss the crypto bull run, and it looks like it might be happening right now. Real quick, super dumb quick article. XRP is set for a breakout above the $3 mark, which honestly kind of looks promising, as speculation that BlackRock may soon file for an XRP spot ETF rises. This will 100% lead the price of XRP. Let's open that up first and look at that chart. Then we'll look over at Bitcoin here. And what you guys can see is we have fully broken through this channel. So we had a couple of points of resistance that we were waiting to break through. So first off, we had this channel, which then actually got broken through and retested here roughly about a day and 16 hours ago. And then we had this resistance that we were waiting to break through, and we did it again. And that took about 22 hours. So it was about 22 hours ago. Now where we're at is we bounced back, retested this, and we're looking at around a 14-hour increase. But this did occur because BTC is breaking its all-time highs right now. I mean, like, it did it yesterday. So we broke yesterday right here. So yesterday, roughly at 8 a.m., we hit top. It looked like a double bottom. Guarantee you there was a lot of shorts lined up right there. They started hitting, but it wasn't strong enough because it fully broke through, and we've jumped up about a 7.74% in under 1 day in BTC. You guys, that is the magic of crypto. That is so nice. Let's get the full number here. It's been exactly, 1 day. I just want the time frame. And I want it from the breakout, right? So in about 20 hours, we hit 7.63% in BTC gained. That's so insane. And because of that, all right, because of that move, we've had about 8% in XRP, and it's not even at all-time highs. Like, you guys do understand, if we were at all-time high levels for XRP, Ethereum, or even Solana, this thing would literally be going like insane. This would be the bull run that we've all been waiting for. The fact that we're not at all-time highs or breaking all-time highs kind of sucks. But right now we are roughly only 22%. The last video we did, we talked about the fact that we were roughly 50%. You guys, we've eaten up about half of that in just under a day, right? 3 days. In under 3 days, we've eaten up about half of the gains required to get to all-time highs. So we're almost there, which is just so awesome. And please don't forget, you want to be cautious when you're trading right now, specifically because the market is going to be extremely volatile. Like, we are just getting crazy green candles. Like, look, if you look at any of the bigger time zones, it is just big candles that are creating a lot of fair value gaps. So you want to be watching out for those. We're going to get a lot of volatility where the fair value gaps do need to get filled, but we're also in euphoric levels where we're sitting at all-time highs, and you just don't know where the market is. Like, this is uncharted territory, right? You guys, like, we've never, ever had the chart be this high in BTC. And the craziest part for me is that this fully worked out and it broke above it. So now we're basically creating a new channel up here, right? And then again, this would have technically just broken out of its resistance. Like, look, we literally broke out of that. So now we're creating a new level. Are we going to get a retest on this? Probably, right? That's a high probability. We could easily do that. And then in this area too, you could still use this old line, but just bend it a little bit more. And now look, we have a new parallel channel. BTC is still on the rise up, right? Even on the lower end of the channel. And the fact that we broke above it, like, we could see 125, 130K sooner than we know, which in tail would add a lot of liquidity to the rest of the market. Solana, Ethereum, it will go crazy. Like, right now we hit 3,000 Ethereum yesterday, right? We hit 3050. So we were getting, what did Ethereum eat up? Ethereum only needs 35% to get to all-time highs. And Ethereum has to break these previous all-time highs, not just those. It needs to break those. So it needs roughly 63%. We need to get to 5K Ethereum to assume a good bull run for Ethereum is going to occur. But right now, at least because of Bitcoin trying to reach its all-time highs again, or trying to keep beating its all-time highs, let's see. Solana only needs roughly 77% to beat its all-time high. So that one's going to be a little difficult to get to. But if we get a primed alt season, I definitely presume that XRP will get to $4, maybe even $5. And if the things in the news are coming out about XRP actually end up being true and going through and banks start using them, that's going to add a lot of liquidity. So you do not want to miss out on the market. It's not going to slow down. Make sure you're trying to capitalize on it. One big thing you can also do is use BTCC if you're going to trade. I freaking love them. This is the main exchange that I use. I have not traded the past day and a half just because this market is so euphoric. Realistically, though, any of these long positions would have been crazy, especially in XRP. You guys, like, this alone is 21% in 7 days. That's just so insane. 22% in 3 days. I'm sorry, 22% in 3 days. And you're only really going to get movements like that in the crypto market. Like, that is insane. Oh my God, you don't want to miss out on these movements. My plan for it right now is I'm waiting to see if it's going to find a resistance or make a double top somewhere. Basically, I'm waiting for a double top on a higher time frame for me to feel confident in the fact that it is going to cool off. Because right now, again, we're in euphoric territory, and it's very difficult to make good trades, especially if you're scalping the market. If you're going for the long term of the market and you don't mind of the down draw, you could always swing play it right now, right? You could easily enter some swings. And you can do that here by even just using really low leverage. Like, you can just use 2x, 3x, 5x. You don't need to use 100x, 50x. It just depends on your trading style, right? And the thing I like about doing this, so like, let's say you were going to put in a $10,000 position, but instead of having to use $10,000 in margin, if you 5x leveraged it, you'd only need to use $2,000 in margin. And as the position goes against you, that remaining 8K that you have for this position, you could then be adding on to this liquidity so you can get a better average price and be able to play along the long, specifically even for like a swing strategy, right? In a day trading strategy, that makes it a little difficult because it's a lot more volatile. It's a lot more volatile to catch all the moves up and down. And these other ones are still only getting 8, 10, like, it's matching the number. But here's the crazy part. Bitcoin has a huge market cap. So the fact that Bitcoin with this giant size market cap is getting these percentage movements, it's a huge impact on the remainder market. So we could see a lot of good liquidity enter. So goal for today and the rest of the week, just to watch the market and see where we create a new resistance and see if we get like a double top. If we get something like that, we'll start looking for some smaller short positions, scalp trading those. And if we get another leg break up, we might enter in for a long, low leverage and just ride the wave. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. Oh, and do not forget to take advantage of literally the 10% deposit bonus on your BTCC account. I got the link, sign up below. I freaking love it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.